Hello and welcome to the final edition of the newsletter for this half term. And what a half term it's been. It's been 8 weeks, but it's come and gone very, very quickly, and the summer holidays really do feel like quite a long time ago. So just to start, we've got to say that we are delighted with the positivity of this half term. It really has been a successful half term. We've had recent visitors attending the academy, and they've all commented about the calm and orderly and purposeful environment in and around the academy, especially that we are promoting all the time in around our lessons and our corridors. One of the areas that we are most proud of is the improvement in attendance. It's been a huge improvement in attendance this half term, which has seen us outperform many of our local schools in and around our borough, and also the schools in our trust as well. And I want to say a big thank you to parents for the support that they have given the school in terms of instilling the value of their education and learning into their children and getting them into school. Thank you. So moving on, let me talk to you about what's been happening in and around the academy this week. Well, last weekend, the Oldbury Academy weightlifting club, they were part of the British Age Championships. That was last weekend, and it was held in Leeds. A really successful time. They returned with 3 gold medals and 3 silver medals, so congratulations and well done to all involved. And just a bit of a shout out, if you're interested in joining the weightlifting club, please go and see Miss Bowden or Mr Hare over in the sports hall or the gym. What else has been happening? Well, our academic coaches, they have taken a group of students with them to Birmingham University to ensure our students are supported to become really aspirational. Something else that's going on this week, tomorrow, Friday, we've got a Year 11 geography trip. Over 100 Year 11s are going to be going out to Carding Mill Valley, conducting field observations for their geography coursework towards their GCSE. But not only are they doing the coursework, they're also creating lifelong memories of Oldbury Academy. I've got to shout out as well, around the academy this week, the Year 11 attendance to extra sessions, revision sessions in the morning and afternoon, that's before school and after school, and attendance has been phenomenal. Which leads me nicely onto what's coming up at the academy over the next few days. So, coming up at the academy, it's half term next week, but we still aren't closing. We have revision sessions for our Year 11s running right the way through the week, because when they return after the half term, they've got their mock examinations. Please just have a look on screen at the moment as to the programme of events to see what sessions are running on what days and at what times. The programme of events is there, so you can have a look at. So if you think your child will benefit from these, please support them in getting to school at the appropriate time for the appropriate session. That would be tremendous. And like I've already said, the mock exams begin after the half term. We urge students to attend the sessions I've just spoken about, but if they can't manage attending the sessions, to spend some time over the half term revising, going over their work, going over their notes, over the books, using the internet, any platforms that we use online. These exams are vitally important. What they will do is address any sort of gaps in knowledge or any weaknesses where students need extra tuition and extra revision to plug those gaps. So please be prepared and ask your children to be prepared for the mock exams in the first week back after the half term. Which now leads me on to just a few notices before I draw to a close. The newspaper club. We've got a newspaper club that's going to start running after school on a Monday until 4 o'clock. Please see if your children are interested. Please go and see Miss Cox. She will be running it in the library. Are your children creative? Do they want to be reporters, journalists? This will be the ideal opportunity to allow them to shine in that environment. We've also had our BTEC sports students. They've had some golf lessons linking to fitness and methods of training in preparation for their Component 3 exam. And hopefully you'll see on the screen at the moment some photographs of our students engaging with that. Just a message for over half term in terms of food vouchers. Sunwell haven't allocated any food vouchers this half term. That's about as much information as I can give you from the school. However, if you do want further information, please contact Sunwell local authority, and the number and the website contact details are now on screen. So please have a look at those and use those as your contacts, please. Also, we want to start promoting a Saturday morning session between 11 in the morning and 12 noon, focusing on strength and fitness, and this will be held in the dance studio. So if you're one of those early birds that wants to get striving for a bit more fitness, we're going to be running sessions between 11 and 12 on a Saturday morning. Please see again Miss Bowden or Mr. Hare for further information. One final notice from me is about homework. Homework has been raised, and there's a correlation between really good outcomes and those students that do their homework to a really high quality. And on screen at the moment you're going to see some examples of where children have done their homework, but that correlation between really good outcomes and students completing their homework to a really high standard really is there. So we urge your children and really encourage your children to get their homework completed. And finally, before I close the newsletter, the final newsletter of the half term, I've got to mention the Christmas word. It's still a fair few weeks off yet. However, we are launching the Christmas disco to our students. We're going to launch in our assemblies over the next few days and weeks the Christmas disco, which will take place in the last week of term. We did it last year, tremendous success. Lots of students accessed it. They absolutely loved it and had an absolutely wild time. So how students can access the Christmas disco will be presented to them in terms of what they need to achieve really, and it's that little carrot that we dangle. We ask them to gain a certain number of achievement points, keep their behaviour points, to an absolute minimum, but just do their absolute best in and around the academy, and hopefully this will allow them to engage with our Christmas disco later on in the year. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching. I hope you have a lovely and restful half term. It's goodbye from me.